What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon. I'm back at you, another one. And Yellowjackets Season 3, Episode 7 promo trailer just dropped. This is going to be my breakdown. I'm going to give you all the Easter eggs and everything that you missed. I think this trailer confirms a lot of my theories and maybe some of yours. So make sure you stick around. Hit that subscribe button if you're into Yellowjackets. Thumbs up this video. Let's try to get to 500 likes. That's the goal for this video. And leave everything that I may have missed, which I don't know is going to be a lot, in the comments section. Let's do this.
You all are, oh my God.
So the Season 3, Episode 7 promo trailer starts off where we left off last episode, with the bird watchers finding the group. Now, I can easily surmise that if they're bird watchers, what happened was when they were doing their singing and Lottie told them all to start to sing, the bird watchers were out there watching birds and recording birds. And the device they would use is a DAT player. So the DAT tape comes from the bird watchers, and that's why the lady seems shocked when she first hears them screaming in the distance, because they believe that they're out there alone until they hear these savage women screaming and hollering because their boss told them to do so.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
So we hear the lady doing a test on the tape at first, and she's whispering. I don't think that she found these girls. She's whispering because she's trying to record a bird. While there isn't a specific species of bird in Canada called the large-tailed nightjar, nightjars, including the common nighthawk, are found across this country and are active during night and often seen at dusk till dawn. And the sound that they make is called a croaking sound. This episode is called Croak, so it could mean the bird sound that they were trying to capture, or it could mean that somebody's going to die, or probably a little bit of both of them. We can also see a lady standing right next to this guy when he first walks up there, and he sees the coach's head all the way to the right. So it has to be this lady. I don't think there's going to be multiple people more than them, because when you're going bird watching, you don't go in big groups. You go in small groups, so that way the birds don't get scared off. So I believe it's just going to be these two people, and this is the woman's voice that we hear on the tape. And from this angle, and pictures can be deceiving, this means to me she cannot be the pit girl. She looks a little bit too big. The pit girl was skinny. This girl does not look skinny, so I can't say that she's the pit girl. I do think the pit girl will be one of the Yellowjackets who probably don't want to go along with this plan to off these people, because that's what they have to do. They have no choice but to kill them.
Oh my God, what is this?
We then hear the lady say, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" And then we hear them howling. Now, it could be cut differently, right? We don't know exactly if the tape is continuous or if they edited this tape from that situation. So it could be two different things. They hear them howling off in the background, and that's what's messing up them hunting for birds, and that leads them to stumble upon them. Or it could be a situation that after they're caught, the tape is still playing the whole time and recording everything, and then they're doing their hunt thing where they go out there and hunt people, and that's when they're making the sound. I think it's the first one what's going to be that led them to find them in the first place. That's the noises that we're hearing on the tape at that time. And obviously they're using this tape as blackmail. Now, I do believe that both of these people will be killed, and maybe their family members want revenge and they're the ones doing it. But I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be more personal towards the Yellowjackets. It's going to be someone from the Yellowjackets, and I'm going to tell you exactly who that person is.
We can still get rescued without leaving any witnesses.
From this shot, we can see that there's some dissension in the group. Now, Shauna is the leader of the group at the time, and we can see that she has the lady who is with the guy, because she's got the same purple shirt on, hemmed up and her hands tied behind her back. Most likely, Shauna takes this lady off and wants to kill this lady, but the other people want to think about it first, because they think, hey, these people are our way home. Why should we kill them? And Shauna's trying to convince them we can still get home without leaving any witnesses, and that these people have to go. And I do believe that in the end, Shauna will get her way from this whole situation, and they will kill these people. That's why the tape was sent to Shauna in present day, because she's the ringleader and she's going to be the one that is clearly responsible for killing these people more than everybody else in the group.
What are you planning to do to this woman?
I'm gonna sit her down and have a gentle, reasonable conversation with her.
So this clip right here proves my theory on who sent the tape and who is setting them up. Now, I said this previously in the other video. You can go check that out. But this actually shows you proof that this is what's going on here. So let's break it down. When the tape is left at Shauna's house, number one, it's left at night, so we know this is no Amazon package that's being left there. And we know that this is no UPS. They do not deliver that late at night, right? So we know that's not the case. So this person is leaving the package on there. We can clearly see that this person has blonde-ish type hair from the view that they give us. Next, when her daughter does examine the package, it has Shauna's name on it, but in the left corner, and they use her thumb to go over it to draw your attention to it, it is the Yellowjacket symbol. Not everybody knows that symbol or could draw it so good unless it's somebody from the group. We then see a shot in the trailer with Shauna holding a knife. Not only is she holding this knife, she's looking at the knife. Not only is she looking at it, I believe she's reminiscing about a certain time when she got this knife. Or should I say the sheath for the knife, because that is what's really important here. Who is the person that gave her this? Who is the person who has blonde hair? And who is the person that was down with her the whole time?
Here, made this for you.
We can see the sheath inside of this package that she made for her. And she even tells Shauna, and this is why I believe she's bitter at Shauna to this day, because she tells Shauna why she likes her.
Jackie kind of treated you like shit. Jeff acted like you were a dirty secret, and you totally let them. But now, you've changed out here. And I like that you're not afraid of the bad parts of yourself anymore.
So this chick is butthurt because what's going to happen when they eventually get out of this place is Shauna's gonna diss her. She's gonna go back and marry her husband as she did. And she says that he treated her like a dirty secret, that Jackie treated her like shit. But she is the one who feels that she sees Shauna for who Shauna is and loves Shauna for who she is. The person that she's become since she's been in the wilderness, that she's found herself. So when you add it all up, to me, it can only be Melissa. Now, we know that there's supposed to be Hilary Swank in this show, and she's supposed to be playing somebody. You know, you put a wig on Hilary, since people might say, well, the hair color doesn't match. Well, listen, wigs fix everything in Hollywood. You throw a wig on Hilary, and here we have Melissa, the one who left the package, who got the tape. So what I believe happens is she finds the tape there at the place from these people and doesn't tell any of the Yellowjackets about the tape. She finds it, maybe they find the player, but there's no tape in it. She is the one who keeps the tape all these years, and she sets this whole thing up for blackmail against Shauna, for Shauna disrespecting her feelings, just using her while she was in the wilderness, and then cutting her off as soon as they got back to the real world. That's what I think happens, but you tell me in the comment section, do you think Hilary Swank is playing a different character? If so, who? And do you think that this theory is right? I want to hear from you.
We need to find these people so we can go home.
So from this, we can see that the birders must get away. The guy that we first see and his girlfriend is probably the next person that's with him there. We see Natalie and Ty hanging out with the bird lady and the book in her hand. Maybe that is for the birds that they're particularly looking for. That's what I think it probably is. But these two people are there and they're captured and probably trying to negotiate. I'm sure Natalie doesn't want to kill him. I'm sure Ty doesn't want to kill him. But in the end, they'll be forced to get him. We see Ty with the dirty mouth. So obviously she's been back in the dirt. eating the dirt whatsoever. Now you want to call this evil Ty, and they say the other one's good Ty, even though I think both of them chicks is evil. We can just call them all evil Ty. But she's back in the dirt again. In the end, I don't think this affects anything to do with the murder or anything to do with the tape. I just think it affects who she is as a person, and I think they're trying to throw you off to make you think that she had something to do with Lottie's death, when to realize it's not going to be her having anything to do with Lottie's death. I do believe that the tape and the same person who killed Lottie are one and the same. And I already told you that it's Melissa. That's what I'm going to stick with. I just think they're trying to throw you off with her with the dirt mouth. I mean, we've already seen her go through things and sacrifice animals and all that stuff. I wouldn't want them to go back and do that again. It just would not work for me. We see Lottie with the war paint, or should I say the war blood on her face. And I think that also leads into the last shot we see with Van, when Van is saying, we have to find these people and then we can go home. Obviously, they have no choice but to take these people out. So, you know, whether they get away for a little bit and then they track them down, that could have been the previous scene. Either way, they're going to have to take them out from what they have done in this place. That's the only way they're going to be safe when it's all said and done. They have to get rid of their bodies so that they cannot be charged with the murder. Now, if they didn't murder the coach in the way that they did, if they didn't have the head up there severed off inside of like a dish, maybe they would have been able to get away with it. But the fact that these people stumbled upon them and seen that, you know, you're just not going to be able to talk your way out of this to authorities. Now, it sounds crazy. Maybe you just say these people are delusional and they didn't see what they seen. But if once you get investigative people out there and you get these cops and everything out there, they're going to start uncovering things. Now, listen, eating Jackie, cool, right? You were starving. You had no choice. That's what it is. Could you talk your way out of the coach? Possibly. You could say, listen, he was dying. He already died. We needed meat, so that's why we took it, because he had already died. It's a stab wound. That's not going to show up. You could scatter the bones. You could say animals did it. You probably get away with it. But the head in the dish is probably what sinks this whole ship, and why you have to go this route of killing a man and his girlfriend, which is just gonna be 100% murder. When it's all said and done, Shauna is going to be the ringleader for this whole situation, and that's why she's been threatened to do this. And I bet you that Shauna gets Melissa to do it for her. That Shauna is the one that tells Melissa, you have to do it, and Melissa does it for Shauna. And that is what makes her so upset that she wants to do this whole blackmail situation, because she's going to be like, I did everything for you, and when we got back, you just left me high and dry. Went off, got married, had a family, acted like none of the wilderness stuff ever happened again. So that's what I think is going on. You tell me in the comment section. If I missed or messed up, I apologize, but hey, I'm human. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think is going on for this Yellowjacket show. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course subscribe. I'll be doing a live stream later this week, so make sure you're subscribed so that you can get notified when the live stream comes on. You'll be able to call up, ask me questions, or tell me what you think about the show and all your theories. I can't wait to hear from you. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.